All right, so a little campfire chat to start this video off. So first of all, I'm sorry for getting this up so late. By the time you're getting to watch it, it's probably already, the day's already passed. But as you see this video, you'll understand why. Second thing is I wanted to address some comments that I've been getting on my channel. And, you know, my intention was to address all of those comments at the beginning of this video, but this video is a little longer than I would like it to be, so I'm not going to be able to do that on this video. I'll do it over the next couple of videos. But I do want to address two of them that were in there. One of them was good, and one of them was someone kind of being mean. They ended up deleting their comment after they had put it out there, but I still was able to see it. So I do want to address that anyway. So the first comment that I do want to address was, you know, why not just cash out my account and go and put it in a regular broker? Why not just take it all out? Why stay with Top Step? So first, I need 30 days to be able to cash out my entire account of green days, $200 or more. Doesn't have to be consecutive, just a total of 30. I only have 16 right now. The second reason is, the biggest reason for it really is, you know, Top Step I feel is investing in me, and you guys might find this to be dumb, but Top Step I feel is invested in me. So right now they got about $12,000 invested in me. I paid them about $1,000 to get to that spot. So $11,000 roughly, I would say Top Step is invested in me. I feel an obligation to trade my live account until they recover their investment. So once I've made enough money in my live account that they've recovered their investment plus a little bit, then I can look at an exit strategy if I want to exit. So one of the incentives to stay with Top Step is that they have enough capital to back you that once you're in a live account, you can make your own rules as long as your trading history justifies that and the risk managers believe in you. So once you get to that point, you can start making your own rules, your daily loss limits, you know, how many contracts you can trade and all that stuff. So you can grow an account responsibly a lot faster with Top Step and make a lot more money faster with Top Step than I think you can with a regular broker, because you'll have to slowly grow your account. You'll need tons of money in there so you can risk small percentages and all this stuff, where Top Step can back you as long as you prove that you're worthy. So there's incentive there. The other incentive is just the fun little things like the leaderboards, you know, potential trips and competitions and things that they are looking at doing. So all those little things could be incentives to also stay with Top Step. So I believe Top Step genuinely wants to find and help traders be successful, unlike some of the other firms out there. So I think they have a really good cause, and I'm happy to be a part of it. And I definitely want them to recover their investment. So that's the biggest reason why I'm not going to plan on cashing out anytime soon with my Top Step account. All right, so the second one I wanted to address was someone being mean. So this trader said, in quote, I quote them, "Dude stole a free indicator, changed its name, and is selling a course for it. 3 red flags. Traders beware. You've been warned." If someone's selling an indicator, traders, don't think like, oh, they stole an indicator, why are they selling it? It should be free. Because they're not giving you that straight. They're not like taking the RSI or the VWAP and saying, hey, buy the VWAP from me. Yeah, that's a free indicator. The VWAP standard is free. But if that VWAP has been modified and they spent 5 years modifying that VWAP, they should sell it. That's a lot of time and effort on their part. They may have ended up with nothing in the end. Like time, money, testing, everything. So if they want to sell it, let them sell it. Let them sell it for as much as they think it's worth. So it looks like they deleted this comment though shortly after they posted it. But I think they posted it because they just don't really understand what goes into custom indicators and what that is and how you make them and all this different stuff and what kind of work goes behind the scenes to do all that stuff, especially with Thinkorswim. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video about it so I can show you all, anybody who might be thinking about that, like looking at people who are selling custom indicators or indicators, what exactly is going on there a lot of the times. And also, you know, maybe questions that you should ask yourself before you even invest in an indicator that might help you out. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video this weekend about it. I think that'll clarify a bunch of things. So anyway, that's my rant. I'll get off my soapbox. All right, let's get into today's video. All right, so finally here in the live account. So I have $8,039 in there and 44 cents after I took my payout. I was up at around $10,000. Took that payout down to that. and days complete 0, all this stuff zeroed out. So I could have been trading in my live account like 5 days ago. I just been trading in this sim, and I've had awesome days. It would have been easily added another $6,000 to this number right here. I'd be looking at another payout right now. But I messed up on my instructions that Top Steps sent me. So I had to put a new username and password and everything into NinjaTrader. And I missed the part about Rhythmic, where I also had to do it for Rhythmic, and I didn't. So I thought my data feed just wasn't turned on yet, but it was actually because I had to go into Rhythmic and do that as well. So I made a mistake that cost me, $6,000 roughly. So just because I wasn't trading. So hopefully that's not a trend. That's not a thing that's going to continue. Making mistakes that cost me money. I hate it when that happens. Before the market opens today, I'm going to start with the day session, not the night session. I'll be starting the daytime today because that's when I've discovered this problem with my account that I messed up. But before I get into the trading today, I just wanted to say, thanks to all of you who have subscribed to my channel, who have watched my channel, hit the like button, who have put comments in there that have helped my channel grow. I really do appreciate it. It's been a while, and just trying to grow this channel and eventually start live trading on here as well. And hopefully you can all learn from my successes and from my failures and better yourselves in this game of trading, which is like a forever journey that seems to just, you're always learning and growing in. So I just want to say thank you to all of you who have done that. Okay, so here we are, first day live account, getting ready to jump into gold to the short side. I am a bit nervous. Let's hope it's an easy trade. 2, 1.
Order submitted.
Kind of getting in right at a support area, so this is could bounce and go higher here. My first trade out of the gate in gold might have to be a speed bump. Do I want my stop to be right there? Not really. So I'm going to move it up just a little bit. Make it break it. Make it get a new high in here, basically. Okay, gold. My trade is in. Long in gold. 1 contract right now. If it speed bumps here, I'll end up having 3 contracts. So that right now it's going to sell or buy the one that I'm short, and then buy 1 more. So I'll get long 1, and then on this little order right there, I have 2 more waiting just above. So I'll make my hopefully recover my losses and make some profit to gold to the long side. I got my purple bars up here, which are my targets for the speed bump if that happens. And then down here, I got my targets for the short side. So this is the target that my indicator is showing me on Thinkorswim. And then scrolling back in time, you can see here where there most likely will be some resistance somewhere in this zone here as it comes down. If it comes down all the way down here, hopefully it will. There should be some resistance down in this area here, but we'll have to see what happens there. So right now it looks like we're going to speed bump this maybe. What are you doing, gold? I don't like this volatility. You're going to pop up and reverse my trade and then come down and have a double loser on the day. Start my new live account off with a big fat loser. That could happen. Happens a lot to me actually when I start new stuff. Like the first trades of the year, for whatever reason, I'll just always have losses. Like it's just starting new things. Usually I have losses, or trying to get over those milestones. I'll have big losses. All right, gold, come on. Hopefully that was a fake out breakout. And now we're gonna crash down. Let's do it. So downside of this gold trade right now is how I showed you in my strategy video the other day. I'm supposed to have permission to get into gold, and I don't have permission to be in this trade. It had a switch, and I didn't look at the permission, so I shouldn't even be in this trade right now. So I'm in a casino trade at the moment. Looking at my other monitors, it looks like this casino trade might be all right, but as soon as I get into profit, I need to immediately put my stop in. I kind of want to just get out of this trade here, but I can't just jump out and take a $360 loser when my other monitor is showing that this might be okay. If nothing else on the long side, it will definitely be good. It will be a nice trade to the long side. So worst case scenario, I speed bump this and get green on the day and get out. And first trade of the new live account is a casino trade. Not a good way to start that. On my other monitor that I showed you, where I kind of checked the pulse, right now things are flat to strong. Not giving me confidence. Flat to weak, I'd feel a little better, and weak would be awesome. But that's not what I see. Yeah, had I realized I was in a casino trade down here when I first got in, I would have just jumped right back out. But unfortunately, even for a small loss. But with this kind of loss on here right now, I need to wait, because at least my pulse monitor, if you will, is not telling me to get out. Although it's telling me it doesn't look great, it's not all strong. So if my 1 minute, 5 minute, and 30-minute roll lean into the strong side, then I would take my loss right now and just get out and say, so you get, jump into a casino trade, you got to pay. Yeah, right now I'm really bummed. I can't believe I didn't check for permission. I just jumped in. Man, I'm so bummed about that. There was a nice M pattern right here too. Broke down. Pretty much hit the move. Let's see. Almost hit the full move on the M pattern breakdown. So maybe this will still have weakness and come in. It didn't get that full exhaust there. So now I'm doing the confirmation bias part, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. You're in a trade. It's probably not the right direction, but now you start looking for reasons to feel good about it. That's the confirmation bias part. And when you trade on technicals and on the charts, it's really easy to find it. You know, I could start looking at different time frames. I can go back in time here and be like, well, I mean, we did have this big move down. This is kind of a flag right here. My stop is, you know, it's at a pretty good spot with the flag. So it's probably going to break. Like, you start doing all this stuff to confirm your wrong decision until you convince yourself that it's good. Next thing you know, you're convincing yourself to add to your bad position. So confirmation bias is pretty bad, traders. It's definitely, I think it's one of the hardest parts to get over in trading. And if you can conquer that and not have confirmation bias and subjective viewpoints, like just start, you know, you see one thing, someone else sees the other, right? That's why we have someone making a long and a short with both sides of the market, because you're both seeing two different things. So once you can get past some of that and start to just see your whatever it is that you're trading against, you know, what is that thing that you're trading against? Is it a pattern? Is it a candlestick? Is it an indicator? What is it? And when you can get past the confirmation bias, subjective viewpoints, and just see that thing, that's when trading becomes a lot more lucrative. All right, gonna get stopped out for a huge loss in gold here. It looks like $600 loss to start the day. This could be a nice trade to the long side here if I get all my fill in at the right spot.
Order submitted.
Okay, so I'm in with gold, and I have 3 contracts. So a lot of money on the table right now. 397 is my target at the moment. It'll change here in a minute because I am getting a switch with permission, it looks like. Okay, so I took a $640 loss on that casino trade. That's a huge loss for this small account. $8,000 account. Don't want to be losing $640 like that on a casino trade. Because the thing is, I know I'm going to have losers in my normal trades. Like when I trade properly, I'm going to have losers. If I'm adding losers to that mix, that's just a recipe for disaster. Can't afford to do that. Like now this winner, if it's a winner, will pay for the loser I just had. But I need this winner to pay for my actual losers that I'm going to have with my strategy, not casino losers. $2,000 my account was down. This would be like a $2,400 loss. Won't have very much room to recover today. May hit max loss. Huge drawdown. Not a good way to start. This is how accounts blow up, traders. You know, when you have a plan and a strategy with a proven statistical probability, you can't afford to have these kind of mistakes. You know, you can't afford. You can be consistent in doing your thing and, you know, have a good month, good 2 months, and then a couple of bad mistakes kind of resets you, puts you all the way back to where you were a couple months ago. And then when you find yourself in that position where you're back where you were a couple months ago, it's really defeating. And you're like, oh, I did all that work for 2 months and now I'm back where I started. And then you really want to like accelerate you want to get it back right now so you can erase that. You know, how does 2 days take me back 2 months? Well, if 2 bad days took me back 2 months, that means 2 good days can get me right back where I was at. So let me just do the same thing, same bad behavior, and hopefully I have 2 good days and I get right back where I was at. And then those set you back another 2 months or blow up your account. And that's kind of how it happens from a psychological standpoint. It's pretty easy for, you know, human nature to not want loss. You know, we don't want to give away something that we don't want to give away, and we don't want to lose something that we want to hold on to. And when we have opportunities to try to get it back, sometimes we'll take desperate measures to do that rather than strategic measures. So that's one thing I have to remind myself as I have this really bad day potentially shaping up here, that, you know, you got out of the wrong side of the bed. Tomorrow's a new day. Today was the day. Tomorrow's a new day. Just do what you're supposed to do probability wise, and that's it. Small size, and you'll slowly get back out of this. And if it takes me a week to recover, it takes a week to recover. but doing bad behavior might end my account. So I need to just do what I'm supposed to do, and that's it. But yeah, really high stress right now. And I'm not going to move my stop like, oh, you know what? I just moved my stop because if I take a small, if I take any more loss on this now, I'll pretty much blow up the day anyway. Might as well just move my stop. And if I get hit, then I blow up the day. That doesn't make any sense, right? Probability is that once it's a stop, the trade is over. So if I'm going to blow up my day, it's going to be on a good setup. And then if it fails, then, it failed with probability in my favor. If I just move my stop, I don't have probability in my favor. So why am I going to throw away my day when I don't even know when I don't even have probability on it? If I want to go big and like if I'm feeling reckless and I'm just, I want to get all this back, I'm going to go big. It's all or nothing, and all those defeating things that happen to us as traders. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it on a probability in my favor, like a big probability. I'm going to just sit here and be like, all right, when there's a huge probability, everything's in my favor, like 85%, 90% in my favor, 100% in my favor, right? Whatever the thought is, then that's the trade I'll go big on. I'll be like, all right, going big or going home on this one because everything's in my favor. And then I might actually have a shot at that. But if I just do it to just do it in the moment, then I'm almost guaranteeing, I'm almost committing, trading suicide at that point. So, all right, so my OSB stopped recording on me, and I didn't realize it. So just want to show you how that gold trade had finished out. So that was my entry. I got speed bumped over here. I had this big scare as it came back down. Rallied up. I was able to get out of my position, which was awesome. Then I accidentally got into gold when I was trying to get into something else right here, and I was able to get right back out of gold. So that worked out. Not a big deal. And then I saw a good setup over here in gold, and I was able to get in and then get out with some nice profit. So I got in right here and was able to get out right here with some nice profit in gold. So ended up working out pretty good. Gold put me in the green for the day. Started out really, really red. Did not blow up the account and was able to get green on the day on gold. I think I was up $200 by the time I was done with this or something like that. I don't remember the exact number, but it was small green on the day.
Stop filled.
Okay, out of gold, so I'll take $200 even there. So according to Top Step, I got my green day. $200 is what a green day is. So pretty sweet. YM, we're taking the second switch, not taking YM. NQ, I missed NQ. I did want to chase it, but it's too bad NQ. My entry would have been 869. So right in here in this mess is where my entry would have been. Look at that nice move to the upside. Man, easy winner on NQ. Whatever. Today's been a rough day already. So far, if I walk away, I can be done with a $200 green day right on the money. According to Top Step, green days are $200 or more when it counts towards your days towards payouts. So that's one green day right there. I could totally walk away with that and be happy. But I'm gonna wait for YM here, see if it wants to set up, and then I'll take YM, and then we'll go with that. But I'm done. NQ, I'm not gonna trade after this, unless it has a dramatic reversal coming into support and a switch. All right, comes into this resistance area, has a reversal and a switch, then I might trade NQ. But if not, I'm just gonna stay away from it. Because of the probabilities, it'll be really high probability if that's what happens with NQ, like in the 90% range. So kind of have to take that trade. And then YM, yesterday I had a rough day, so today I definitely want to trade it if I can. I didn't trade it yesterday, but the chart showed a rough day that I got to miss. All right, we'll see what happens next. Okay, so I missed my trade in NQ, but all good. Went outside. It was nice out right now. So I came back in, definitely missed that long, and then I did get that sharp reversal that I was looking for as a potential second trade. I missed it. So I'm tempted to chase this right now as it comes down to this low and wants to break down to potentially run back to retest this area down here. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to jump over to YM. YM switched to the one switch already. The second switch is about to take place. So I'm going to jump into YM here. It looks like once we break this level, I'll probably get a switch. And if I do, then I'll be in YM to the short side. And hopefully I make a little bit of money in YM. Okay, got a switch in YM. Going to go ahead and get short.
Order filled.
But I'd like to just have it come down here, hit my target, and get out. And I'll be done trading for the day. Emotional roller coaster over. But, the market will decide that. So I'm just gonna hang out and go for the ride until it gets to the end. All right, so it's about almost 11:30, so I got to get out of here for the day. I could just let this trade ride, but then I won't be able to speed bump it and manage the trade and make sure everything is good. So I don't like that. I don't want to give away a green day, turn it to a red day when I can't speed bump it and recover. Nor will I be able to take any more trades today to recover if they were to set up. So I don't really want to turn my green day into a red day. So as soon as this comes back down below into profits again, I'm going to go ahead and move my stop down and lock in YM, and then just take the day as the market gives me. Worst case scenario, this rallies all the way back up. I speed bump it, and then I put those levels in, those limit and stop orders in, and then I call it a day, and whatever happens after that. But hopefully this thing will come back down here, give me another opportunity to move my stop down here, call it a day, and go get some stuff done. So P&L right now, I'm, if I were to close my trade right now, I'd be at $80 profit on the day, $90 profit on the day, which is not considered a green day for the payout rules, but at least it would be a green day psychologically. So I could always just close out here and at least have my first day a green day. Then that makes it a little easier going into the tomorrow. That first, the first day is that nervous. I'm nervous today. I was nervous getting the live account today. So to close out the account green would feel pretty good. So yeah. Okay, coming back into to the zone here. See if it'll get a little deeper and I can move my stop so at least it has a chance to run down. I don't want to get too greedy though. Okay, got one contract, so move my stop down. We're on the 5-minute candles here. They'll close in about 2.5 minutes. Let me switch over to the 1-minute candle. All right, looking for this 1-minute candle to close in the red, and then maybe one more one after that, and then I can put my stop in and trail the red 1-minute candles here. You can kind of see this trend line right here. Kind of just tag that trend line. Came right back up. Next time it tags it, I might still have one more opportunity if it wants to come back and tag it soon. If not, it'll be above my my entry, and I won't have that chance. I do have a little trend developing here. All right, so I can hit my close button and just jump out of this trade for maybe $205 in profit. But then after commissions, I'd like to have more than a $200 green day so I can secure that green day with top step towards payouts. I might have missed the opportunity. We'll see what happens. Okay, about to speed bump here, it looks like.
Order canceled. Order filled.
Okay, so speed bump that trade. So now I'm in. I could take my trade off right now and just call it a green day for my own psychological well-being. But it would be nice if it hit that, and I got my green day for top step as well towards payout days. So if I can put my stop in right here, if I can push just above that, get through that green line, put my stop in here, that'll lock in a green day for the day, which is what matters to me. I don't care if I take a loss overall on YM on the day. I'm just looking to lock in green days because those individual stats I don't care as much about them anymore as long as I'm getting green days. Let's see what happens here. We got, that's not good. So, even if I take $1,000 red day, it's not terrible. The defeating part that would make me feel bad is that I was almost outbreak, for a nice green day right here. I was just looking for that extra couple dollars to hit that target and to make that green day solid, because after commissions, potential slippage kind of thing. And, I would hate to turn a green day to a red day because I missed it by $2. And this is an emotional roller coaster that continues. I was looking at $800 or over $1,000 losing day here just a few minutes ago. And now we're looking at the 1-minute chart right now. And now we're back up to where, a little move here and I'm back in the green again. And yeah, trading could be an emotional roller coaster, that's for sure, especially if you sit here watching the charts. But you can see that trend line that I had put down earlier came all the way back to that trend line and ripped right off of that thing. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come, and it does make a move higher. Have a high, higher low, and a higher high now, and get through that target would be nice. It's just tough that, when you have loser, 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 and then you quit and all the winners come. So it's like, do I quit on the day and then all the winners come? Because they're coming. There's always winners in the day when there's losers. It's just how many more losers will be here before I have winners.
Stop filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
Oh, no, I don't want to buy it. Close.
Order filled.
I want to sell it with 2.
Order filled.
All right, now I'm in short. I'll mark up my chart based on what my indicator is showing me. Man, look at this disaster. Bottom tick this thing? You got to be kidding me. What a day, right? I'll get stopped out right at the bottom. I'll get short right at the bottom, and it'll go long and make new highs on the day. That would be a disaster on the day. Man, I can't believe the way this day is going. So rough day, traders. The emotional roller coaster continues. I'm down almost $2,000 in my account. Looks like I'll be down $3,000 max loss on a day, possibly, if this stops out. Wow, what a day. You know, I got stopped out right at the bottom, and then I got short right at the bottom for it to rip higher. Okay, so I'm not sure if I recorded all that stuff because I'm having a day, so I'll say it again. Oh, man. So anyway, I don't even have the energy, traders. So right here, nice breakdown, broke low to low of day. Awesome move, really fast, huge volume. Average volume's been around 1,500 to 2,000 contracts. And that big move happened with a little over 8,000 contracts traded. So massive volume down. Right now, we're at about 5,000 contracts traded in this candle here. So big volume coming in right now. A big battle with buyers and sellers. Came all the way down, hit that target right there that I had. I did not get out because, you know, I was like $400 away from green day. And I was looking at my other monitors, and my other monitors were saying, don't get out yet, stay in. Everything looks great. Except I was looking at NQ instead of YM. So I discovered that I was looking at the wrong thing as this thing retraced back up. I could have just bounced out for a $500 red day today and just been like, you know what, day's over. Let me move on with my day. I'll take that $500 hit. Easily can make that back tomorrow. You know, I usually do like $500 to $1,000 a day right now. So not a big deal. A $2,000 loss is a big deal. That's like a 2 or 3 day recovery. But $500, it could do that tonight in the night session. So not crazy. Like I wouldn't feel too bad about it. But $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, I'm going to feel bad. Max loss, going to feel terrible. And here I am still in this trade with one big gigantic roller coaster day. You know, when it all falls apart, traders. If mentally you're not in the game that day, it could easily fall apart on you. And today is a day when it all falls apart for me. So I hope everybody else is having a green day today and capitalizing on these big moves and making lots of money. And I'm the only one that's failing. But, you know, tomorrow's a new day. I just got to be able to get over this day and come back tomorrow with the mindset of like, it's a new day, you know, it's a new day. I had a really rough day today, which means tomorrow there's good opportunities to have a good day. So right now we got a big sell-off, look like it's building up here. So this could be a really nice end of the day. We'll see where this finishes. I mean, right here is a mega support area. All these 30-minute candles had a really hard time with this spot. This could just be coming back down to tag it, get flat, and rip higher. But if this can push through nice and quick, then I'll be able to trail some quick stops and maybe even lock in a green day. If not, you know, it is what it is. When it gets into this zone, I'll start looking to unload one. I have 2 contracts, so I'll start looking to unload them one at a time into this area, and then maybe I just have a $500 red day. Nope, just rejection. What a crazy candle this 30-minute candle is.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, so stepped away for a couple minutes, came back to that big giant move up here. I wish I was in this trade right now. 2 contracts.
Order filled.
So I'm now in this trade to the long side with 2 contracts. Put my stop in. I might have a max loss day today. Yeah, I really need to get out of that last trade. Could have took that 500, been good to go. And then I could have jumped in this trade right here if I really wanted to, and then recovered my day in this trade. But instead I was like, oh, let me squeeze more out. Let me look at my other chart. And I looked at NQ instead of YM like an idiot. So sometimes when your brain isn't turned on, it's better just to hit eject and call it a day.
Order filled.
Okay, so day 1 in my live account hit max loss when it all goes bad. So yeah, very disappointing, very disappointing. But, you know, hopefully this is like that whole thing, you know, when you get that new motorcycle, push it over kind of thing. My account balance is down below $5,000. That's pretty bad from an emotional feeling. So how did I get here? How did I get here? Started off with that gold trade that was not, you know, I shouldn't have been in. It was a casino trading gold by accident. And then I was able to recover. You know, I got lucky. I was able to recover. But I was just having a bad day. And then, you know, the YM, it was just a really choppy day in the Dow Jones YM today. And then I finally was able to put together a good trade in the YM. And I was supposed to get out of that trade, hit that target. But I wanted a little bit more. I was trading my P&L for a moment, which is would have been fine had I been looking at the right chart. So I looked at my other monitors for an exit market. Tell me when to get out. I'm going to get out when you tell me. But I was looking at NQ. So I didn't get out. You know, even that one trade in the YM, I had that opportunity to get out for a green day, $210 or something like that. But after commissions and slippage with the spread, I might not have been green day per top steps rules. It might have been like 195 or something. So I was looking for that extra $2 to make sure. And that $2 never came. And that turned into a, you know, from a $200 green day to a $2,500 red day, just because I wanted that extra $2 out of like a 50-point move or whatever it was. So yeah, that was a disaster where I could have just got out of that trade and then took another setup to make the $20. So I checked the top step box of green day. Had this been in my normal account that's not top step, I would have been out. No problem. Like, all right, I'm done for the day. But there's that $200 target, and I let that thing suck me in on that trade rather than saying, let me hit it on the next trade. I'll make that's easy. When a good setup comes, I'll just take it. It's $20, I'm out. But I didn't do that. And then I come in and I stopped out of this and jumped into this long trade, made a run to high of day. I know high of day is going to be some resistance, but look at the candles. Like, this is insane, this big gigantic move. All right, it's not doing any justice. I'm in a 30-minute candle. Let me move over to a 5-minute candle. I mean, look at that. So that gigantic boost up to the top, and not nearly as much volume as it did when it dropped. So to me, there's still some buyers available. And then when it got there, just everything fell apart. And that was it. Game over for me. So that's how I got here. So now what do I do going forward? Tonight, I'm going to go to Topgolf. I'm going to smash as many golf balls as I can in 2 hours. Like, just get the aggression out. And then I'm going to go home, drink a big glass of water, and go to bed. Put some music on. And then wake up tomorrow as a new day. Happy that I got my max loss red day out of the way. 16 green days. Finally got this nice big red day out of the way. And it wasn't just my stupidity that gave me a red day. YM was just really bad today. So my stupidity made it a big red day. But it was still a bad day for the market for my strategy and system, which I'm going to have those. So that makes me feel a little bit better about going into tomorrow. I can look forward to tomorrow being a good day. And then I just got to remember, I lost $3,000, $3,035 today. My average winning day right now is $700. So I'm not going to make this back in a day. I can make this back in a week as long as I don't have another day like this next week. And then I find myself slowly going backwards until I blow up my live account. So not where I want to be. Definitely wanted to start off on a good note, but sometimes when your brain isn't in the game, this is what happens to you. So, yeah, tomorrow I'm just going to come back and look to just trade the markets, trade what the market gives me, and then whatever happens, happens. And, yeah, I'll start, be light contracts, 1 to 2 contracts, and just do what I did today, basically, except with my brain turned on, doing the right thing. Getting out of my targets, looking at the right charts, not jumping into trades because I was looking at the wrong thing. No casino trades by accident. Like, all those kind of things added up to today's failure of this size. I still had like a $500 red day today, but shouldn't have been 3,000. So anyway, all right, everybody. Probably not going to get this video out until late, maybe even tomorrow morning, because I just don't really feel like processing it and doing the stuff I need to do to put it onto YouTube. So it'll be a while before you see this one probably, but it is what it is. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.